Hey guys, this is Richie Rich.
And this is Cheng. And you know what, Rich? Someone DM'd me and asked me if they could live with $1,000 budget here in the Philippines. I told them that I will get back to you with a video that we're doing because today we are going to give you an outline of what you need to consider when you move here in the Philippines with $1,000 budget.
Okay, let's get it done. I'm curious to see if people can come here and live on $1,000 budget myself. So let's go. Rolling by trike. Here we go.
Okay, so the first thing that we need to consider is housing.
Okay, and how much is housing?
Housing, if you are going to live in a condo.
Okay, I'll live in a condo.
Yeah, so it will take you, or it would amount to 23,000 pesos up to 25,000 pesos. That is for a single bedroom unit or a studio type unit or condominiums.
So first, before we even get started, we need to preface that we live here in Metro Manila, which is the capital city of the Philippines. So of course, the prices are going to be the highest here that they are anywhere in the Philippines. And keep in mind, if you're looking at living in a place like Cebu or Davao, a little further south, the prices are going to be a little bit lower. So keep in mind the prices that we give you are for here in Metro Manila, which are going to be the highest in all of the Philippines.
Yes, I agree. So for housing, when you decide to live in a condominium, it would cost around 23,000 pesos to 25,000 pesos, depending on the location of the condo.
Right.
Okay, so if it's near MRT stations, it's going to be a lot higher. And when you live on a studio type unit or a single bedroom unit, so that's roughly around 26 to 28 square meters. So if you live in a condominium, it would cost 23 to 25,000 pesos for a single bedroom unit or a studio type unit. And it is, most of the places are furnished.
Okay.
So when we say furnished, furnished, that means you have your ref, AC, cookware, and fully furnished units.
Now, are these big enough? Are these just big enough for one person or for two people?
Actually, it can fit two people.
Okay, cool. My condo is about 23,000 pesos a month, plus about 7,500 for utilities and all the other stuff. So it comes out to right around 30,000 pesos a month. And I would say my condo is easily big enough for two people. Okay?
Yeah, let's move on to the next.
All right, what's next?
Okay. So the next is transportation. So for transportation, we're talking about taking the public transportation. So public transportation would include MRT, taking the bus, tricycle.
What's MRT?
MRT is a metro railways train. So it's like
so like a subway?
Yeah.
Like above ground subway?
Above ground subway, yeah.
All right.
So a minimum of 12 pesos or 16 pesos per ride, depending on your destination. So we have MRT, LRT, it's connecting to different cities in Metro Manila. So that's MRT. Tricycle ride, the minimum amount is like 25 pesos. A jeepney ride is 12 pesos for the first 4 kilometers.
Okay. Just for reference, a trike ride is something you really enjoy. It's a little noisy. It's a motorcycle with a sidecar. It's really good for getting around your local area.
If you want to go to the market, you can take a trike.
Definitely. It's great for getting around your local area. It doesn't cost too much. I've never paid more than 80 pesos to get it from one place to another. So it's very, very convenient. And they're everywhere. So it's a really quick, easy way to do it. You can also take the jeepney, which is kind of like a mini bus and goes all around the local area. And it's super, super cheap. How much is the jeepney?
12 pesos.
Like 12 pesos. So like less than a quarter, right? So transportation, the public transportation system is pretty cheap and very efficient too, actually.
Yeah.
Okay? So and did you say how much the MRT? And the MRT
is like 12 pesos. No. The MRT would cost around 16 pesos. The most expensive is like 24 pesos.
There we go. So the MRT would be from 16 to 24 pesos. Yeah. So super, super inexpensive travel.
Yes, agreed. So we're going to estimate around, if you're going to commute every day, so it's more or less 150 pesos per day.
Do they have Uber here?
We have Grab.
Okay, so Grab would be like the equivalent of Uber or Lyft at home.
Yeah,
correct?
and also we have motor taxi.
Mhm.
So
What's a motor taxi?
a motor taxi is like a taxi just with the motorcycle.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
motorcycle
Okay.
taxi.
All right, so important. So if you don't feel safe taking a motorcycle taxi or motor taxi, then you can always get a Grab. Which is just the same thing as a Lyft or Uber, and it's pretty convenient. A little more expensive, but compared to what we pay for Uber and Lyft, not even close. I guarantee you, you could get from one side of Metro Manila to the other side of Metro Manila for like 500 pesos, which is only $10. I'm talking a distance of probably 20 miles for the cost of $10. So still extremely cheap by our standards, but it does cost a little bit more than the other options.
Okay.
Okay.
So for the transportation on a monthly basis, you're going to spend around 4,500 pesos.
All right, so 4,500 pesos per month. What's next on the list?
Next is groceries. Groceries you would spend around 14,000 pesos a month.
Okay, so 14,000 pesos in American dollars, roughly around 250, 255 American dollars. Okay, all right, per month. Right?
Per month.
Okay.
Yeah, because you don't want to eat out most of every day. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So if you want to have home cooked meals, then that's included in that budget that we just mentioned.
Okay. All right. So $250 to $255 per month for groceries. Okay. What's next?
Next is, of course, you need to eat out sometimes. And of course, entertainment or leisure activities.
Right. Okay.
After a hard day's work, you want to go to the bar, clubbing and drinking. Okay.
Okay.
So we included that in our list or in our budget. So it would we estimated around 10,000 pesos. A beer is like 50 pesos.
So less than $1 for a beer. And if you're talking about mixed drinks, you're looking at maybe $3 or $4 for a good mixed drink, right?
Yeah, agreed.
So very inexpensive. So what are we looking at for leisure, entertainment, for going out? How much are we going to spend for going out and entertainment each month?
For eating out, usually if you eat at a local restaurant or a fast food chain, for 2 people, you would spend around 1,000 pesos.
Okay.
Now,
what about a restaurant?
If you want to eat out on a restaurant, for 2 people, you would spend like 1,500 pesos to 1,700 pesos. So that's already a restaurant.
Right.
Okay?
So once a week, we're going out and having a nice meal outside of the home in this budget. And what's that going to run us? What's the total on that?
The total for that is 10,000 pesos.
So 10,000 pesos or $180. So that includes going out to the bar. That includes clubbing. That includes going out and having a nice meal at a restaurant once a week. $180 or 10,000 pesos. What's next?
Next is utilities.
Okay.
Of course, you can't just live without electricity, water, and of course, internet and other bills such as Netflix. Yeah. So subscription to other applications as well. So utilities would cost around 7,500 pesos.
All right. So 7,500 pesos. That's not bad, actually. So that comes out to right around $140 for everything: water, gas, electricity, internet, all that stuff. $140 right out the window.
Okay. So summing up everything that we have on the list, you are going to spend around like 61,000 pesos. In American dollars, it's going to be like $1,120.
$1,120. So now this budget that we put together, is this living very frugally, living like comfortably, or living like on the high end?
So the budget that we set here is like living comfortably. Okay, so the budget that we set here, the 61,000 pesos in total, is this budget that we have listed down is for average.
All right, so I guarantee you can live for a lot less than that. So 61,000 pesos, how much is that in US dollars?
$1,120.
$1,120, so that's pretty close. And that's living comfortably here in Manila, which is the most expensive city in the whole country. So I guarantee you, if you wanted to live frugally, you can live on a lot less than that. So Ching, my question to you is, could you live comfortably here in the Philippines for $1,000 a month? You can.
You can.
Comfortably. You can live comfortably on $1,000 a month. If you live frugally, you can live on a little less than that, actually. So we put together these numbers based on a comfortable lifestyle. This is not a frugal lifestyle, and this is not a high-end lifestyle. But I guarantee you, if you were living in Cebu or Davao, or definitely anywhere in a province or outside the city, I absolutely guarantee you can live for a lot less than this.
Yes.
If you wanted to live a high-end lifestyle and you came here with a budget of $2,000 a month, you are going to live very comfortably. Now, one thing we didn't mention was healthcare, right? So what do you think it would cost to have some insurance, some healthcare insurance here in the Philippines each month?
A health insurance would cost around 2,500 pesos to 5,000 pesos for a single person, depending again on your age.
Okay. And how much is 5,000 pesos in US dollars?
5,000 is like $100.
It's like $100. Okay. All right. So between $50 and $100 a month for health insurance, and that would cover you for health insurance. Now, as always, there's miscellaneous expenses that come up and that need to be accounted for. So the point is, if you're retired or you're on a budget, you can definitely come to the Philippines and live a very happy and comfortable life.
So for everyone out there who's ready to move here in the Philippines, get your bags, get your passports, and come on here to the Philippines.
Hopefully this gives you a great idea of what it costs to live here. I guarantee you, no matter where you live in the States or in Canada, it is a lot less expensive to live here, and the lifestyle you are gonna love.
And if this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Tell us what you think so we can help you in one way or another.
Let us know what you think about the cost of living here versus what it costs to live wherever you live. So what are you waiting for? Pack your and come on out to the Philippines.
It's more fun in the Philippines.
Boom.
See you on our next video. This is Cheng.
And Richie Rich.